Voting is underway right now across our state. The polls opened just about a few minutes ago at 8:30. So far, 147,000 people cast their ballots early for the midterm election. That number does include absentee ballots, and the polls close at 6 tonight. And as we talk about voting, there's a push to get more black voters to the polls. According to the Secretary of State's office, out of 147,000 early voters, about 35,000 of them make up the black vote. A local organization is spreading the word about voter access and its importance. It's called Young People Vote. The founder, Morgan Walker, is here with us to share how the organization is meeting people where they are with its new Bike and Vote event. And Heaven Booty is joining us this morning as well. Thank you, ladies, so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, tell us about this event to get more people to the polls, because it is amazing how many people talk about elections, are passionate about them, but don't actually vote.
That's what we're here for.
Right.
Like literally, that's what Bike and Vote is all about. You know, we provide resources. We provide the free bikes during early voting so that people feel comfortable with coming out to vote, and we encourage one another and vote together.
Okay, awesome. So this event is tomorrow.
It's tomorrow,
Okay,
yes.
so tell us all about it.
Oh, you good. Okay. So tomorrow we have two events. One is in Baton Rouge and one is in New Orleans. And this one is tomorrow at 5 p.m. And we just encourage everyone to come out and ride bikes to go vote.
All right, awesome. And yeah, are you getting a good reception from people when you do events like this to try to get people to the polls?
Yes, we do, and we have to stay consistent with constantly promoting it and, you know, encouraging our friends to come out. So we have about 70 registered riders right now.
All right, and tell us how this all got started, your organization.
Bike and Vote started really just during COVID, when biking was really for us to safely gather. So we decided to go ahead and gather and bike to the polls. So that's how we came up with that.
Awesome, and then what about Young People Vote?
Young People Vote started because all the time we hear young people not getting out to vote.
Right.
So we're really like starting programs to educate them. We have a panel series called Politics at Politics that invite our elected officials to meet the community where they are, and also with Bike and Vote that mobilizes the community. So we just coming up with cool concepts and unique events to get the young people out.
Yeah, I mean, it is so important to do. What are you hearing when you talk to those young people about why they weren't already voting? I've heard some young people and older people who just say, I don't believe in voting because they feel like their voice is not being heard. What do you say to people who have those thoughts?
I think it is discouraging. I have those thoughts. You know, we've had promises that haven't been met. And I tell people, just stay on it. Change doesn't happen overnight. We have to continue to trust people and also put them in position to make change. And we have to just continue to fight. We can't give up.
Definitely. Voter access is such an important issue, especially if we look at historically, right, the fight to have the access to vote. In this modern day, we have the access to vote, and a lot of people are choosing not to vote. It almost doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah. And young people also make up a big portion of, young people can also make that turn to the change that we need in our communities. So that's important that young people come out as well.
Definitely. And how do you get young people more engaged? I think kind of, as you mentioned, sometimes they just feel kind of separated from the issues or don't know enough about them to want to go vote and make a change for it.
I think you have to meet them where they are. Like, the events have to be relatable, like Bike and Vote. Like, you know, going out in the city and riding bikes, that's a plus, and young people like to have fun at the same time. So if you make it fun and educational, it's something that they'll really, you know, they'll participate in that.
Awesome. So this is the perfect time for you to be doing it. We're in the middle of early voting for the current elections. Election day is November 8th.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Well, ladies, thank you so much for being here and for pushing for more folks to vote. If you want more information on the group, you can head to our website at WWLTV.com. And tomorrow's event is 4 p.m. at 1540 Canal Street.